Brilliant. So welcome everyone to this masterclass about selling online and how to maximize your sales. Okay, some of the things that we'll be covering is precisely what are the different ways through which you can actually generate money online. Okay, and what is the most effective way for you to generate money online? So the majority of people think they need to be a coach. The majority of people think that they need to sell, right, a service directly that they've built. And, to an extent, they are right. But there is another different part through which you can very, very happily monetize your Instagram. And I want us to kind of speak about the different ways through which you can achieve that. Okay. So one of the most common ways is, yes, selling a service. Okay. And through your service, you can be doing, for example, coaching. You can coach people, okay, and you can showcase a specific benefit, okay, or a solution to a problem, okay, and in return, you can get money, okay. Now, there is another great way to do it, and it's through affiliate marketing, okay? It's a way through which you promote different products, okay? And I see so many of you continuously using products, but not talking about those products. If you really love a product, right, just go ahead and partner with them, okay? Every time someone purchases that product from your link, okay, you actually get a percentage back. So we are looking forward to maximizing sales. And that is another income stream that you can have. Another great way is through brand deals. Okay. The majority of people believe that they need a large amount of following, all right, to actually secure a deal. Well, the reality is you don't. Okay. You can secure a brand deal, okay, with just 2,000 followers, with 1,000 followers. It really depends on who they are looking forward to working with. Okay, so from those three, okay, we are going to specifically speak about the first one because it's the most common one here. I just want to know in the chat, are you guys, who here is a coach? Who here has a service that they offer that provides solution, okay, to a specific person? Okay. Okay, so there we go. We see quite a lot of hands, quite a lot of people here are coaches. So the majority of you are looking forward to providing a service and kind of, solving a problem. So the first thing that we always mention, and that is the absolute most important thing, is before you run and try to sell anything, is you need to have great positioning. Okay, at the very beginning, what I was consistently doing is I was posting without having no clear positioning, without having a journey. I didn't know where I was heading. I didn't know who I posted for. And that made it for me really hard to not just grow, but especially to attract any attention. Okay. Why? Because it's great to post things that, motivational quotes or fun content that is generic to everyone. But where does that take you? Okay. And here is where I would love for you, Robert, to expand a little bit on what are some of the crucial things, right? When people are looking forward to implementing that first step, which is positioning themselves effectively as an expert, as a lovable person, so that they can build their community. What are some of the key things that people should and that they can implement today? Let's give people actionable stuff, right? What are some of the things that they can implement right now?
Yeah, absolutely. So, talking about implementable, actionable things that you can do right now, the very first thing, and I love that you mentioned this before, Alec, is that you had no idea where you were initially headed. So that's the very first thing to set in motion right now is that where do you want to be in, let's say, 10 years? Ask yourself that question and understand, okay, so what are the steps that you need to do in order to get you there? So for me, if I wanted to be a recognized leader in the branding space, what actions can I do to make sure that I achieve that? one of the things I can do is surround myself with other branding experts that are in a position that I would like to be in. I want to make, I want to make connections with them and actually understand how they got to where they're at, and get a little bit of advice, build a connection with them, make friends with them, and learn from them. So that's one of the things that I would do. Now, to actually
Listen,
position yourself.
just to also without interrupting you
Mm,
too much, I just want everyone, do you know, and if you do, where do you want to be in 1 year from now? Drop
mhm.
it in the chat. Okay, let us know, where do you want to be 1 year from now? And if you're watching this on repetition, okay, send it in the general chat of the CEO Sphere community. All right,
Yeah.
what's the next step?
Yeah, so the next thing I would be asking myself is, who do you want to be shouting for your brand? Who are the exact people that are going to literally love and praise your name? Not just today, not just in a year, but what's going to go down in history? Who are the people that you want to identify with your brand? What is your tribe? Who are the people that you identify with and that you one day want them to say, that's the person I look up to? You know, Steve Jobs did a phenomenal job, and a phenomenal example is, of course, Steve Jobs, who literally said to himself that I am going to position myself as the person that literally grabs all creative innovators across the world and make them see me as the person, not just today, but forever, as the person that thinks this guy is all about innovation, he's all about creativity.
Yeah,
And
and by the way, we ask you to participate and write down, because when you do it, you're processing information in a variety of ways. Okay, when you don't do it, okay, for some of you who are on your phones, it could be harder, but some of you who are especially on your PCs, drop it below. Do not be afraid, because it's a safe space. And when you're processing information through writing it down, through receiving it, okay, we use so many senses when we're taking information. Adrian is writing it down, also right, not on the PC, okay, but she's also writing it down in a notebook, right? This is going to help you to process that information for yourself. Okay, this is why it's essential for you to be actually participating and telling people, hey, this is what I want. And another thing, right? Aside from the top tips that Robert just mentioned, visualize, what does that look like? Okay, if you do not visualize your success, if you are too afraid to write that down, if you are too afraid to look yourself in the mirror and say, a year from now I will be one of the top guys when it comes to ads, okay, you are never going to be that person. Okay, because everything we fear we avoid. Okay,
yeah,
by nature, everything we fear, I don't walk at night where I don't see no light. Okay, I just hide. Okay, I'll find the light. Okay, everything that you're scared of, okay, you are going to be incapable of achieving it
I
unless you face that fear,
yeah, I
unless
was about to
you
say that.
fight that.
I think it's
Yeah.
okay to be scared. I think it is perfectly okay to be scared. Because when we're jumping into something that we don't know, naturally the fear of the unknown, it's present, right? We always, when we're presented with something new, we feel fear. But excitement should be present, because if you didn't care about it in the first place, you probably wouldn't be scared, and you should at least be excited for this thing that you're about to achieve and knowing how far you can take it. I saw this comment in the chat from Esther, helping 30 people build profitable brands. And I asked the question, what if you were to help the world? How far can you take your idea? This is one of the third points I wanted to mention, when it comes to positioning your brand, is how far can you take it? What is the realistic end goal for you? What is the legacy that you'll leave behind? Because and I want to be nice about this, but 30 people overall in the world, it's not enough people. And maybe it's 30 people at the same time, and that's great, but like, you could still be helping so many people, millions, and all at the same time. helping them make 5K per month. And that's the kind of vision that you need to have to really position your brand as something that other people really want to be a part of. You know, again, as Steve Jobs said, think big, right? Like we really do have to,
Yeah.
because it's the big ideas that people are attracted to.
100%. People want to believe in people who believe in themselves and that they are capable of leading a revolution. Okay, whatever that revolution is for yourself. Okay, by the way, not everyone here is looking forward to helping however many people. Okay, for you, it could be about building yourself. It could be about finding a business that works for you. It could be about finding something more exciting in your life. Okay, for many people, they are bored of their everyday routine, so they search for new ways, okay, to kind of diversify their day. Okay, so maybe this is what you want. Okay, build my own brand and help others make content. And now it's time to be specific. How many? Okay, you want to help people. How many people will you help? What is the period of time? Okay, guys, learn to set goals. Okay, be very specific. Okay, how many people, in what period of time, how are you going to do it? Okay, what would it take you, okay, to do it? All of this, implement it, and go after it. And don't just say, hey, I will do it. No, you have to understand that if you go after it, it's done. Okay, so those are some of the key things. Know your journey, know where you're heading. Okay, and have something that drives you. Okay, if you're not excited about what it comes, it's going to be really hard for you to achieve. And by the way, everything that you are typing right now should feel like a challenge to you. If it doesn't feel like a challenge, okay, then your goal is probably too small. Okay, if you look at it and you say, I can actually achieve that quite easily, or I could achieve that, right? And the final 4 point is, do not set goals up to your current position. Why? Because you're killing your potential. Any goal that you set should be set to your potential. What is your potential? Okay, and realistically, right? Some people, their potential is realistically, they can make only $1,000 a month forever. Doesn't matter how much they work. Okay, that is their potential. That is their cap, and that's fine. Okay, for other people it's 10,000. For other people is 500,000 a month. For other people it's 10 million a month. Okay, so what is your potential? And what is your potential? Not just your earning potential, but your helping potential. Realistically, how much traffic can you drive? Realistically, do people like you? Maybe people don't like you, and that's fine, because then probably you're going to work with less people. Then probably your price could go up because maybe you're a more exclusive coach. Okay, here are some of the things that that are a little bit more complex, and it's a little bit more complex for you to face them, because sometimes, right, we have to understand that, hey, this is where we're heading. Okay, now the fifth point, okay, that is super important, once you have all of those, is you probably need people to help you. Okay, so you need partnerships, you need network. Okay, you need, okay, not everyone is an expert in anything. The majority of the stuff that are related to design, to branding, to everything, Robert does them, and if I were to do them, I would do them 10 times worse, which means I would probably have 5 times less income.
Trying to ask Alec to do anything design based, rolling my eyes right now.
Not possible, right? So you need to find people who complement you. Okay. And what you can do with them is you can partner with them. Okay. One thing, you can hire them. Okay. uh, and you can actually, right, they can become friends too, and at some point you would need to either hire them or become a partner too. Okay, but ideally you need to build people that share the same energy with you but have different skills. Okay, to build your business online, offline, you need people with a variety of skills. You guys have seen those movies, right, where they go to rob a bank, right? And there is always, right, the variety of characters, right? There is the guy, right, who's super strong, okay, he shoots everyone and everyone falls, right? Then there is obviously the pretty girl who acts as a distraction, right? There we go, Ocean 11, right? But everyone has a variety of skills. The safe cracker, right? Okay, there's the guy, right? You need a team that complements and make the perfect business. Now, this is the step by step, okay? Step by step. So the majority of you don't have a team, and that's fine, okay? Because you yourself, okay, oftentimes, and as how everyone starts, okay, is you start by doing everything. Now, here's where most of the people fail, okay? They do not have focus, okay? So where should your focus go so that you can sell more on social media? Your focus should go on basically three things, okay? Mainly, okay, once you have everything optimized, you should focus on your content, okay? Your content, okay, should do exactly three things. And the majority of people who've been listening to me, they know all about it, okay? But you should prove that you are an expert with your content, okay? You should prove that, hey, I'm actually someone who, I know my shit, okay? Pardon me, okay? Then second thing, all right, is you have to prove to people that you don't just know your shit, you can help other people, okay, with other shit, okay? You can actually solve problems. I say double time the word and someone quit. I'm really sorry.
I'm
Okay.
gonna have to like beep it out from the replay, am
Yeah,
I?
you have to. But so showcase that you're the expert, but also showcase that you can help other people. Okay, because there are so many people that are absolutely incredible, but they don't know how to help other people. Okay, what that leads is, okay, we have a massive problem. Okay, because if I can't help you, if I can't teach you, then my knowledge is basically for myself. So therefore, I cannot monetize my knowledge. Okay, how do you do that? By creating content for your ideal client. Okay, so we create content to showcase that we're the expert, and then we create content for our ideal client so that our ideal client can understand what the hell is going on. All right, now for them to understand what the hell is going on and for them to have the attention, okay, look, even young Millie now is listening and learning. uh, what you need to do is you need to start with a hook that is impacting their life. Okay. So, what is the one struggle that they have? What is the one thing I always say? What is the one thing that keeps them awake at 3 a.m. in the morning, sweating like a pig when the air conditioning is on full blast ice, right? And they're still worrying and they're still thinking and they're waking up, okay, and they dream about it sometimes and they're suffering. Okay, put that thing on your cover. Put that thing on your cover. Are you struggling to attract clients with ads? Are you getting zero results from ads? Are you stressed to your bones? Use some breath work,
Yeah,
right?
100%. We've got so many people in here like that obviously have like a variety of different hooks that they should be thinking about, but like in Sri's example, where it's all about confidence, it is the biggest
Mm,
issue, it's talking about fears and the barriers that kind of cause people to show up. And I would say for Adrian as well, like thinking about like for people to actually get the right face in front of the camera, I feel like there's a lot of fear sometimes behind people as well to actually show their face. So to have that, that right visual expression, that's something for people. Fear is a huge driver to get people to take action. And I think everyone in this masterclass think about how they can incorporate fear as a way for people to realize their problem and contact you.
Yeah, so fear is one of the emotions that you should target. Okay, now some of the other emotions is excitement. Okay, people want to get right, people want to get excited, so make a bold promise. Okay, would you like to save 20 hours per week with this productivity hack? Oh my goodness, of course I do, right? It's kind of getting me happy now, right? So fear, happiness, sadness sometimes, right? Sadness, make people, right? Make people understand that their situation is not good. They cannot continue running their business without your service, okay? What that consists in is putting pressure on a variety of pain points. You need to know what your ideal clients are exactly suffering with, okay? And once you do know, okay, you are the doctor, okay? You put in pressure exactly on that pain point. Because if you don't, people continue suffering and they never, okay? It's like when your teeth, they're hurting, right? And you're kind of like, it's gonna pass. Then it starts hurting really bad. You're like, okay, I gotta go see a dentist now. But if it doesn't hurt you too bad, you just ignore it because you can still eat, no problem. It hurts a little bit, no problem. It's gonna pass by, no problem. Okay. And that's exactly what people on social media they do. Okay. And now you need to understand one thing. People on Instagram, they don't search for solutions. Okay. So if you don't present a solution, okay, this is not Google. Okay, Google, you type, how do I fix, right, whatever, how do I get more sales online? And the first thing that pops is, hey, there is this marketing agency which gets you 10,000 leads in 10,000 minutes, whatever. Okay, so on Instagram, you don't get that. You are just scrolling. Okay, so you need to stop people. You need to tell them, make them aware of their problem. Okay, then you need to show them that the problem is actually really bad for them. Okay, and then you need to offer some help. Okay, you offer them, you ask them, hey, here is what potentially could happen, right? Would you like to make, $1,000 plus while saving 15 hours a week? DM me the word Sunday, okay, whatever. And then they DM you, and then you take them through your buyer's process. Okay. So when it comes to call to actions, right? People try to make it too complex, but let's keep it to exactly 30 seconds. Your call to action should go at the end. They should be specific. What that means is one word. Okay. Don't ask people to send you an emoji of an airplane. Okay. Because I ain't searching for it. Okay. People have exactly 1 minute to go through your entire post, and that is if they like you. Okay. So for the people who hate you, there's about 10 seconds, right? So no one is going to send you an airplane emoji. Okay. No one cares to send you an airplane emoji. Keep it simple. Okay. Send me this word to achieve this benefit.
Yeah.
That's it. Now here, you need to consider what is your funnel like. What is your Instagram funnel? Where are you taking people? Okay. Maybe they don't send you any words. Maybe they go to the link in bio. Okay. Maybe they DM you, whatever word it is. Okay. And then you send them a form to qualify them. Maybe you have a chat. Okay. And that is where you build your ladder priced offer, okay? As we spoke yesterday on the chat for the people who are there, right? That's where things kind of kick in. But Robert, what are some of the essential steps when considering, right, a buyer journey, right? So what happens? So people get in your DMs, right? What happens next?
Yeah, well, and this is what I was going to do. I did actually want to take this back a little bit so that we're not missing any points. What happens next is super important because I've seen so many people make this mistake time and time again. Okay. People naturally will find you first, most likely through your content or by chance through search. Okay. So when someone reaches your content, and let's say that they swipe all the way to the end and you ask them to DM you. Well, if this is someone completely new, chances are they don't trust you yet and they want to find out a little bit more about you. So they actually go to your profile. They go to your profile and then you've decided that I'm not going to put any call to action in my bio or I'm not going to have any highlights. Because guess what? That person visited your bio because they actually wanted to find out more about you. They were actually looking for testimonials, for example, because they want to know that you're legitimate. But guess what? You've got zero highlights up that give people any proof that you can do the job. And there's no way for them to look through your highlights and then say, do this to go into my DMs, and then we can strike up a conversation on how I help you achieve X. So it's really important to understand that no matter where someone is going on Instagram as the first place, you must have these things in place. There has to be a call to action in your bio, and there has to be a call to action in the highlights. Don't leave anything to chance. So
That comes down to under optimization. The
yep.
thing is, when it comes to optimization, everything about you, it's very simple, okay? Everything that is on your profile should shout expert at, okay? And if you are an expert in ads, okay, I don't want you to speak about, I have so much experience in video. No one cares, okay? It doesn't matter. None of the rest matters. Okay, you only speak about the experience that is relevant to what you're offering. Okay, you only have call to actions related to what you're offering. Okay, so when it comes to optimization, again, simplicity rules. What do you do for who? I help you make money online. Okay, why should you trust me? This is why you should trust me. Okay, what should you do next? Do this, click here, okay? Click here for more sales, okay? Click here to join this. Do not overcomplicate it. Long sentences, hashtags in your bios, blah, blah, blah. No. Okay, huge no. Just don't do it, okay? Anything that is a distraction to the mind, anything that doesn't shout, hey, this person is an expert, okay? It's unnecessary. Just remove it out of there. Okay, so people land in your DMs. Okay, it is very simple. You need to simply understand what is it they need exactly. Okay, ask qualifying questions. Okay, where would you like to take your business in the next 1 year? What is stopping you from achieving X goal? What is currently the main struggle in your business? Why haven't you taken action on X? Okay, the majority of people, they know what they want. Okay, we asked you here, okay, and all of you say, hey, I want to be making 10,000 a month. I want to be making 2,000 a month. I want to be, working with 20 brands, with 30 brands. I want to help 500 people. But you know it, okay. Now, why haven't you achieved it? Okay, for many of you, it's time, which is fine, right? We need time, okay, and that's the one thing that has almost no solution, right? Because you're never gonna be able to fly too quick. Okay, even airplanes, right? They have a cap on their speed. That's it. All right. So you will need, okay, for time to pass. Okay. But what about the rest of the things that are bothering you? Maybe you lack. We have this person that we know, and they jump consistently on coaching calls, well, on discovery calls and on sales calls, but they never close a call, so they never get the money, right? So it doesn't matter. So they're absolutely amazing at generating traffic, right? They're absolutely amazing at getting people on the call, but they're incapable of getting money from people. So maybe that's the problem. Maybe the problem is the traffic that you're generating. Okay. But here is a simple formula, okay, that we use in our business. Okay. Here's a simple formula. If you want your business to grow, okay, and it consists in three very simple stuff. Okay. You need a very high amount of awareness. Okay. You need to bring a high amount of awareness. Okay. Now you're going to go ahead, okay, and you're going to draw, okay? You're going to put awareness and you're going to draw arrows everywhere, okay? And you're going to write down how can you drive more awareness to your profile, okay? Maybe that is by posting on another social media. Maybe that is by changing your strategy. Maybe you need to post more reels. Whoever knows, okay? Maybe you need to collaborate with more people. Maybe you need to leverage guest posts. Maybe you need to join CEO Sphere and say, hey, right, drop your Instagram handle, provide value in the community, get yourself well known. Whoever knows. Okay, awareness, that's the first step. Now the second step, okay, is leads. Okay, how can we convert the awareness in leads? Okay, and I want you to write down leads and I want you to draw several arrows. Okay, what are some ways? Okay, I will put call to actions. I will go ahead and speak with people who follow you and ask them, hey, what are you looking to achieve? Can I help you with this? Okay, maybe I'm going to drive traffic, okay, to a specific point that I want them to go. Maybe I will offer a freebie, okay, to collect more leads, okay, and nurture them through email and then convert them, okay? Now, convert them is the next step. Step number 3, okay, conversion, okay? You are now capable of generating a high amount of traffic, okay? You're now capable of converting the traffic into leads, okay, from followers to people who like you, who trust you maybe, okay, to becoming a lead. And now you need to convert them. Okay, how will you convert them? Okay, let's draw again a couple of arrows. Okay, maybe you're gonna get them on a call because you know you're absolutely amazing and you're super charismatic. But maybe you get a little bit nervous. That's fine. Okay, where are you going to drive them? Maybe to a sales page, okay? Maybe you're going to try and convert them through direct messaging text, okay? Maybe you're going to be chitty chatty in the emails, all right? Convert them in there, okay? Now, here is the thing, okay? Here's the thing. You need to do all of these things that I mentioned. You need to get on calls, you need to do DMs, you need to do some emails, and why is that? Because there is nothing more powerful than data. If you know that you have 90% closing ratio on calls and you have 12% in the DMs, because sometimes you just don't know what message to type and your grammar is absolutely horrible, okay, then what's the point? Get people on a call. You know you're great in there. Okay, get people in your space, play through your strengths, okay? Now, here's the thing. When you do all of those three, okay, the final step is you simply need to automate the process, okay? Now, when it comes to automations, that's a completely different world, okay? And for the people who are in the VIP, we are going to do an entire session, okay, on automations. This is part of the training process that we have. But what you need to realize is when you have all of this down on a paper, you need to be very real with yourself. You need to sit down and say, hey, where am I failing? And you need to start with step one. And you say, how's my traffic realistically, right? Like, am I driving enough? Do I get enough reach? Do I get enough views? Do I get enough traffic? Okay. And then if the answer is no, we're going to draw another line. Okay. And we're going to say, why? Okay. And then you're going to go ahead and be very brutal with yourself. And you guys, no, I only posted once this week. Well, maybe you should have posted more. Well, I posted 10 times, but all of them got 7 likes. Maybe your content, okay, needs a change. Maybe you need to try something different. And then you realize, oh, I didn't realize I was posting the exact same thing every day. Okay, maybe change it a little bit. Okay, find the reason behind you not generating the awareness that you desire, the traffic that you desire. Yeah, Robert?
Yeah, so one of the things I was going to add there as well is, understanding if you're getting enough conversions as well, because, Alec and I know plenty.
We need to go through the step by step, because if people are looking at the conversion, it doesn't matter. Because if you get 2 people who buy traffic every week, right, it doesn't matter. You don't even need to pay attention to step 3. Forget about the conversions at all. In fact, you probably should not look into conversions, because if you have a high amount of awareness and traffic, you are going to be converting. Now,
That's
the point is, how can you maximize? Well, you need to maximize it then after. But if you don't go by the step by step, if you generate just, 10 people per week, okay, and those 10 people, none of them converts into leads, which is step 2, okay, then it doesn't matter, the conversion, because you're always going to have conversion number 0. Okay, it's always going to be very round number. So you need to go by the step by step. This is how we identify, and I was going to reach the conversion part, but this is how you identify. Okay, first you need to look, am I generating enough awareness and traffic? Then you need to look at, am I converting the traffic into leads? Okay, are those potential clients? Am I attracting, 12-year-old kids? If you are attracting 12-year-old kids, in the case of the majority of you here, you are not converting any traffic into leads. Therefore, you need to change your strategy of acquisition. Okay, you need to go ahead and find your strategy of acquisition, because you are incapable of finding that. And then finally, you need to look into exactly what Robert mentioned, and it's the conversion. And are you converting enough people? Because if you go through those steps, you need to identify where exactly is the gap. And then after that, you need to look into the conversion. So, Robert, if you do disagree with that, I'm very happy to listen on the theory that you have.
No, my point was more towards the converting into a lead, not the converting into a client. So that was the point I was getting into, was that it's great if you're generating all of this awareness, but if people are not at least inquiring on your services, then you need to figure out exactly why that's not happening, because we know plenty of people that generate millions in awareness, but have openly told us that they're not making a single sale. So it's really important that when you're in that position, when you're generating millions in awareness, but not making a single sale, a single lead that is coming to you for your business, you need to take things right back and understand, okay, people love my content, but clients don't understand why. So now it's a content issue. How do I change my content to reach the clients? Because it's clearly all about a different audience that wants to view my content, but doesn't want to buy.
Yeah, absolutely. So you need to actually go ahead and identify the main reasons for each step, okay, not being capable of making your business progress further, okay? So you need to actually go ahead and understand what is the main problem. And if you are generating a high amount in awareness, but you're not converting them into leads, then that is the main problem. And why is that the main problem? Okay, maybe your bio is not optimized. Maybe your profile is not coherent. Okay, once you have covered those 3 steps, the game is all the same. You increase number 1, number 2 will increase. You increase number 2, number 3 will increase. Okay, the more leads, okay, the more conversions that you have naturally if you're good at what you're doing. Okay, if you're not, you need to revisit the strategy that you have for conversions. Okay, so here's a quick recap, okay, of everything that we've spoken so that we can finalize this masterclass. Okay, so you need to have an optimized profile. You need to know your journey. Okay, you need to know where you're heading and what do you want to achieve. You need to know how do you want to achieve it. Okay, then we spoke about your content, the types of content that you want to be creating. Content that makes you an expert, okay, content that makes you connect with your ideal client, okay. And then we also, there is another third type of content, which is kind of the eccentric content, which is the one which attracts eyeballs. Okay, something that is different, that breaks the pattern. Okay, and then finally, you need to use the formula that we just mentioned. Step 1, 2, 3. Okay, awareness into leads into conversions. Okay, and you need to identify which one exactly makes you, okay, stumble upon, okay, not being able to make your business progress. So what is the one step, okay, that you're actually not nailing down? And you need to ask yourself why. And under the why, you need to be brutally honest with what you're doing. Okay, any questions? So let's open for a quick Q&A. I hope that, I hope that you have some questions. Okay. Maybe we're so good. Should I be mentioning prices in my highlights? Depends. Is that the way you operate? I mean, unless, in the majority of cases, I would say no. Why? Because what are you offering? If it's a set service, right? If it's a book that we're selling, all of our books, everyone knows they're $47, they're $27, whatever. But a strategy, I don't even know what your problem is. So I can't determine a price. So it depends.
Yeah, personally, I'm a fan of, like, if it's a product, great, have the price. But when it comes to service-based businesses, I think that you often want to change things up, and you do run, and I'm not saying like do it every day, but I'm thinking you might want to revisit every 6 months, every 3 months, because your experience is improving. You're heavily focused on, getting even better. And I feel like that you're more than justified to put your prices up every 3 months. I'd do it every day, but it might look a bit weird. But no, like, every 3 months, every 6 months, it's good to increase your pricing based on the level of knowledge that you've accumulated in that time, because 3 months of working with the client is a lot of knowledge, right? And that should reflect, because you're getting better and better. So to state that in your about me or your highlights, I think you might be inviting an element where, let's say, for example, you forget to update your highlights, because I think some of us do, and then a client comes in and says, oh, but hang on a minute, you told me this price, but I saw in your highlights it was that. And then you're like, oh, yeah. So having control over that, I think is really important, and it should be saved for sales pages in particular, rather than having it directly on your website. So have a sales page that has your pricing, obviously, because people need to see it. But as for having it on a service page that is usually there 24/7, rather than you specifically driving traffic to that page, personally not a fan. Other people might disagree with me, but this is just my own feeling, in order to keep there for being any kind of negotiations that you don't want to happen with a client that says, I saw that your pricing was this somewhere else.
Yeah, 100%. That's a great point. You develop skills for the work, yeah, your value increases 100%. Yeah, absolutely. So I hope, right, that was useful. Happy Women's Day, okay, to all the special women that we have in CEO Sphere. And to everyone who will be watching this on repetition too, happy day to you. Yes. Yeah, some people are joining now when it's the end. Which but we will be posting the repetition now, so no worries. Have a wonderful Tuesday, right? Enjoy your day. For everyone who just joined, hey, welcome. We were just finishing, right? So we are going to be right setting up a repetition now, and kind of having you to watch it. But yeah, I hope that was useful. Now, some of you have left us a review in Google. I'll do this every session until some of you do it because you forget. I'm just gonna drop a link, okay? If you can please go ahead and leave us a review, okay, on the things that we're doing. Right here is a direct link, okay? We try to provide as much knowledge to all of you. We try to be consistently helping you, okay? And it's it kind of helps us to also help our business thrive, to get more members into the sphere. Some of the reviews have made us literally cry out loud. So thank you for all the 5 stars. Thank you for you for being a 5-star, and really grateful for you being here. Okay, 6 pages of notes. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love that. I hope some of you did take notes. Yeah.
Who made 6 pages of notes? Oh my God, Adrian, that's wow. Screenshot that and send that in. Let's take a picture.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. Wow. We're gonna name you the transcriber. Oh my goodness. But yeah, please, everyone who hasn't, right, we're gonna drop it in the chat. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here, for being amazing, and looking forward to seeing your business grow. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.
See you, everyone. Bye-bye.